The scandal threatening Donald Trump with impeachment began with his July conversation with his Ukrainian counterpart Volodymyr Zelensky. In September, the White House published a transcript of the conversation in which Trump appeared to ask Zelensky to start an investigation against Hunter Biden, the son of Joe Biden, his main rival in the election next year. Hunter Biden was a member of the board of directors of a Ukrainian gas company called Burisma. It was suspected of tax fraud and plundering resources. In 2017, the Ukrainian Prosecutor General's office closed the case for lack of evidence.
There's a lot of talk about Biden's son, that Biden stopped the prosecution, and a lot of people want to find out about that. So whatever you can do with the Attorney General would be great. Biden went around bragging that he stopped the prosecution, so if you can, look into it.
Congressional Democrats initiated impeachment proceedings against Trump. He was accused of abuse of office and lobbying for his personal interests in exchange for releasing frozen military assistance to Ukraine. Zelensky denies any pressure from Trump.
We had, I think, good phone call. It was normal. We spoke about many things, and
However, testimonies published by Congress indicate otherwise. Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense Laura Cooper confirmed that financial assistance to Ukraine was, in fact, frozen for political reasons.
President Trump ordered to freeze hundreds of millions of dollars of critical military aid for Ukraine against the judgment of career officials in the Department of Defense, Department of State, and other relevant agencies. During a meeting on August 20, 2019, with Ambassador Kurt Volker, he strongly implied that the hold on assistance might be resolved if Ukraine was willing to issue a statement related to election interference.
All transcribed testimony features the name of Rudy Giuliani, former mayor of New York and Trump's personal attorney. According to Kurt Volker, the former U.S. Special Envoy for Ukraine, Rudy Giuliani set up Trump against Ukraine, calling it a corrupt country.
During the course of this conversation, he did reference Mayor Giuliani because he said that what we were saying as a positive narrative about Ukraine is not what he hears. They're all corrupt. They're all terrible people. They tried to take me down, meaning the president, in 2016 election. So he was clearly demonstrating that he had a negative view of, and that information that he was getting from other sources was reinforcing that negative view.
During the impeachment inquiry into Ukraine-gate, as it is called by the Western media, Congress will hear dozens of witnesses. U.S. Chargé d'Affaires in Ukraine William Taylor, former Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch, and Deputy Assistant Secretary of State George Kent will testify this week. Then the House of Representatives will formulate charges against the president and hold a final vote on impeachment. If the impeachment passes, the case will be transferred to the Senate. In the history of the United States, this is the fourth attempt to remove the president through impeachment. But none of the previous attempts was successful. Reported by Vadim Hrinkov for UATV.